Hey, Kayla, do you have a moment to chat right now? I really need to talk to someone. I'm not quite sure how to put this into words, but something unexpected just happened. I just received a phone call, and my dad told me that my mom suddenly collapsed.
Wait, what? Oh my goodness, John, that's absolutely awful. Your mom collapsed? What on earth happened? Is she okay? Do you know anything else?
To be honest, I'm still trying to process everything myself, Kayla. It all happened so fast, and I'm completely overwhelmed. My dad called me earlier this morning, and he said that they had to rush her to the hospital. It's all a bit of a blur right now. I'm really worried, Kayla. I'm thinking I need to go see her as soon as possible just to make sure she's okay. I can't just sit here and wait for updates. I need to be there. I'm probably going to stay with my parents for a few days, just to be there for them during this difficult time. I can't leave my dad alone to go through all this alone. He needs me there for him. There's so much to take care of with the hospital and everything. He needs all the support he can get right now.
Oh, John, this is just awful. I can't even begin to imagine what you and your family are going through right now. Of course, you should go and be with them. It's so important to have your family around during times like this. Your dad's probably going to be busy with visiting her all the time. Having you there to support him emotionally and help out with anything he needs would mean the world to him, I'm sure. No matter what you decide to do, I'm here for you, John. We'll figure this out together, one step at a time.
Kayla, I can't thank you enough for being so cool about this. Seriously, this whole thing is a total mess, and you being so understanding, it really means a lot. Plus, it'd kind of suck if Mom comes back from the hospital to a total pigsty, right? My dad's got enough on his plate as it is, with Mom being sick and all. The least I can do is keep things tidy around here.
Of course, John. You're absolutely doing the right thing. Family comes first, especially in times like these. And taking care of things at home is a huge help. I'm still kind of freaking out about what happened to your mom, though. It's just so out of the blue. Did your dad happen to mention anything about what might have caused it? Like, what caused all this?
No, not really. He was kind of losing it when he called, so we didn't really get into the details. Honestly, I think they're still in the dark about the whole thing. It all happened so suddenly, The only thing they said was something about a blood vessel, which honestly sounds kind of scary. I gotta get over there ASAP and see what's up. I've gotta go be there for them.
A blood vessel? Oh my god, John. You think maybe I got blocked or something? That could be like a stroke or something, right? Or a bunch of other scary stuff? Make sure you get the full story when you get there, okay? It's better to be safe than sorry, especially if it's something serious, Ugh, I'm totally freaking out about this too. Sorry, I didn't mean to pile on the stress, but I'm just so worried about your mom. I really hope everything's gonna be okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be adding more pressure on you. I just hope this all turns out okay.
Yeah, I know you are, and hey, thanks for being so sweet about it, Kayla. It really does mean a lot that you care, honestly.
It's a lot to take in. I just don't get it. When we saw her last time on our family trip, she seemed really energetic. That was only about half a year ago too, right? It's just insane to think that someone's health can take a nosedive that quickly. It's really worrying.
Yeah, it's insane. But like they always say, even the healthiest people can get hit with something out of nowhere, right? And Mom's not getting any younger, If anything, it's amazing that she's been so healthy for so long until now. I guess, in a way, it was kind of bound to happen eventually, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But your mom was always so careful about her health, wasn't she? She always went for those routine health checkups and everything. I mean, no one goes to all of them, and they always came back clean, too. She watches her diet and exercises, and she's so energetic, too. It's just so surreal that something like this could happen to her out of the blue.
Yeah, it's especially rough timing since Dad just retired. He was so stoked to finally kick back and enjoy life, The whole thing really sucks, honestly. The timing couldn't be worse. But from the way they were talking on the phone, it doesn't sound like it's anything too major, at least for now. Who knows, maybe it's not even that bad. Could be a false alarm, right? Then again, maybe they're just trying to downplay it so I don't worry too much. I just hope it's nothing serious, you know?
Me too, John. I really hope she's okay. Your mom's the best, you know, and your dad too. They're both such amazing people. They don't deserve to go through this crap.
Hey, babe, it's all right. Seriously, don't worry so much. I'm sure that with the right treatment and care, your mom will be back to her old self in no time. You'll see. Try not to stress yourself out too much over this, okay? It's not good for you. We'll definitely plan another awesome family vacation once everything gets sorted out with your mom. How does that sound?
Yeah, you're right. That'd be great. Just like old times, huh? Your parents must be so bummed that they haven't been able to travel as much as they used to. This whole thing is probably a major setback for them. Hey, if your mom is up for talking, try to cheer her up a bit, okay? Being stuck in a hospital can be a real downer, especially when you're alone with your thoughts. Even if it seems like she's handling it, it's easy to get stuck in a negative headspace when you're sick. Just being there for her and letting her know she's not alone can make a huge difference.
Wow, you're really worried about them, aren't you? It's sweet how much you care about my family.
It's just, I guess I never really told you before, but my own grandpa went through something similar once a long time ago. He was really healthy and active until suddenly he just got sick. It happened so fast and it was a shock for everyone. From there it was all downhill. He never really recovered, and it took a toll on his mental health as well. As time went by, he got depressed and withdrawn, and it was really hard to watch him suffer. It was really hard to go through.
Huh, I never knew that. It's heartbreaking to hear that your family went through something like that. I can see why you're so worried about my mom now.
Sorry if I'm making you worry. I don't mean to, but I just want you to be prepared for anything. You can just never really tell, so make sure to let her know she's not alone. Oh, I'm getting really worried now. It's hard not to let my imagination run wild thinking about all the worst case scenarios. Maybe I should go along too. It'd be hard on you alone too, right?
Nah, it's really fine. Don't worry about me. I appreciate the thought, though. I'll manage just fine on my own.
But wouldn't it also be a little rude if I don't even come visit? She's my mother too and all, and I should pay my respects.
I'm telling you, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that at all. Apparently, they're really busy dealing with all this medical stuff right now, and there's a lot going on at the hospital. I don't think it'd be a good idea either to just show up in large numbers. I don't want to burden them even more when they're already going through it, you know? I'm also a little worried that they're going to be a bit touchy about this, so it might be better if you don't bring this up to them, huh?
All right, if you say so. I trust your judgment, John. I'll take your word for it. You know them best after all, and I don't want to do anything that might make things worse.
You just sit tight here and wait for me, okay? I'll keep you updated on everything, and I'll be back as soon as I can. It's all right. Everything will turn out well in the end. Trust me.
Hey, Kayla, how are you? I just bumped into John. I can't believe this. It's such a small world, isn't it? You two were also on a holiday at this resort? What a coincidence. Let's all go swim together. The pool's so nice here.
The waters? Swimming? Mrs. Brown, what happened to your illness? Aren't you hospitalized right now? I'm so confused. I heard all about how you recently collapsed from John and...
What's this about me being hospitalized? I don't understand what you're talking about, dear. Are you feeling quite all right? I'm as healthy as ever. Where'd you pick up such nonsense? Did John tell you that? Anyways, forget all that. You're with John in your room, right? You two should totally come join us in our cabin.
Wait, what? Hold on a minute. Sorry, I don't get what's going on here. Mrs. Brown, are you on a holiday right now? Are you sure you're not in the hospital? Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I'm on vacation with my husband enjoying the sun and the sand. That's why I'm at the same resort you and John are at. What's going on with you?
Well, so a couple of days back, John told me that you just collapsed a couple of days ago, and that you were in the hospital right now, and that he was going home to be with you and your husband. That he needed to see you. I'm home right now.
Huh? What are you talking about? I haven't collapsed or anything of the sort. I've been perfectly healthy. What on earth is that child talking about? Is he playing some kind of prank on you? Besides, I just bumped into him earlier right here at the resort. We had a brief chat, but he seemed a bit off.
So it seems. Sorry, I'm really confused right now. This doesn't make any sense.
I already told you, but I'm not sick or anything of the sort. I'm feeling fantastic, actually. Just happily married and out enjoying the resort with my hubby. We're having a wonderful time. I saw this place on TV and I just couldn't help myself. I booked 2 tickets right away.
Right. So, how'd you gather that I'd be there too?
Well, because I bumped into John at the place we're staying, of course. Right as he walked out, I saw a woman in his room, so naturally I just assumed it was you with him.
Why is John at a resort? What's going on? I don't understand any of this. I swear he told me that he had to visit you for a while because you collapsed. And that's what he said.
Well, he hasn't come over to visit us, that's for sure. We haven't seen him since we bumped into him earlier.
Right. Because he's at a resort.
Now that you mention it, John seemed, well, how do I put this? Nervous? Like he was trying to hide something from us. He was fidgeting and avoiding eye contact. When I talked to him, he just began panicking and acting real suspicious. He barely talked and just bolted back into his room. Didn't even bother saying bye or stopping by to see his father or that child.
And I think you mentioned that you saw a woman in the room with him. Do you think that, well, maybe that, I don't even want to say it out loud, but...
I'm going to stop you right there, Kayla. I think we both know what's happening here. God, I can't believe this is happening. I can't help, but I've put you in quite the awkward position right now. I truly regret that.
You think so? I get that feeling that maybe we're thinking of the same thing. That, well, John's, that he's...
Kayla, I'm so sorry. I really am. I can't believe he would do this to you. God, this must be so terrible for you. I can't believe this is happening. I'm deeply sorry. Look, okay, just calm down first. Take a deep breath. This is a lot to take in, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed and upset. And just leave that idiot son to the 2 of us, okay, dear?
Leave him to the 2 of you. Are you sure? But you 2 are on holiday. I wouldn't want to bother you with this.
Oh, don't you worry about us now. Really don't. We go on countless holidays as it is. We're used to drama during the trip. Besides, you know how that idiot boy is. Leave him be, and he'll just worm his way out of the situation too. We'll get him before he even thinks of trying to run away. We won't let him slip through our fingers. I'll drag the truth out of him myself. I'll make him face the music and own up to his mistakes. Kayla, sorry to keep you waiting. We just finally caught him. It was a bit of a chase, but we managed to track him down and confront him.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Brown. I'm really glad to hear that. I was starting to get worried. He wouldn't pick up no matter how many times I called. I think he's ignoring me now. What's going on over there right now?
Oh, don't worry about him ignoring you. He won't be doing that anymore. About his smartphone, we actually confiscated it from him when we caught him. Wouldn't want him deleting evidence and anything else. I've got it right now, so it's in safe hands.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. I'm really glad to hear that. Thanks for being so cooperative and helpful, Mrs. Brown. I really appreciate it. So what's the situation over there? What's going on right now? With my husband and this woman he was with, were they really together? God, I can't believe this is happening. It's like a bad dream.
Well, to put this lightly, the whole room's like a funeral. John's just sitting here quietly as of now. He's not saying much, but I can tell he's ashamed and regretful. We gave him quite the earful earlier, so... God, how could he do something so foolish? He's not a child anymore, so he should know better.
I see. So he really was cheating on me. I knew it. I had a feeling, but I didn't want to believe it. Look, Mrs. Brown, I'm really sorry again to drag you into this mess. It must have totally ruined your holiday. You should be relaxing and enjoying yourselves, not dealing with this drama.
No, Kayla dear. You aren't the one who ought to be apologizing. This isn't your fault at all. It's our son's fault, so you don't dare feel bad for us. If anything, we're sorry we raised such a terrible son. God, to think there'd come a day where I'd have to scold him again at his age. This is unbelievable. He's not a child anymore. I'm just so ashamed.
Well, it couldn't have been easy to hear that your son was cheating on his wife. I'm sure this is no news no mother would want to hear about their child.
Kayla, again, we're just both so sorry that our son put you through this. We can't imagine the pain you must be feeling. I know me apologizing isn't quite enough, but it's all we can do right now. It is our responsibility for raising him like this.
No. Please, Mrs. Brown, don't apologize. You have nothing to apologize for. You've always been so nice to me, and it's really not anything you both should feel bad over. Anyways, the woman he was with, she's still there, right? What should we do with her now? I'm sorry, I just can't deal with this on my own right now.
Apparently, while we were shouting down John and giving him a piece of our minds, it's safe to say she got pretty scared and she's all clammed up. She's not saying a word, just sitting there with her head down. Honestly, she's looking blue even.
I can imagine. Mr. Brown does seem rather intimidating. I can't imagine what he's like angry on top of that.
Well, he is good at putting on airs and acting tough. He can be quite dramatic when he wants to be. Really, he's a total goofball, though. Oh, wait, hold up, there's something else. Apparently, John wants to talk to you. What do you want to do? It's fine if you don't want to talk to him. I completely understand if you're not ready.
No, it's fine, I'm alright. I need to hear what he has to say, even if it's just a bunch of lies and excuses. Can you swap with him?
You got it. But I'll be watching over him so he doesn't try anything stupid. Wouldn't want him weaseling his way out of this, you know.
Right, of course. Thank you, Mrs. Brown. I appreciate your help.
Hey, Kayla. This is John. Hi.
What's going on, John? So you decided to finally speak to me, huh? How come you're so different from the people who raised you, huh? They're such kind and honest people, and you're a liar and a cheater. It's unbelievable. Plus, your mom seems to be doing just fine, doesn't she? Doesn't seem like someone who needs to be hospitalized, no? How about you explain yourself?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Kayla. I know I messed up and I don't know how to fix this.
First, explain what's going on here. Don't just apologize. Don't think a sad apology is going to get you out of this.
The whole thing about Mom's illness was a lie. I made it all up. I never really returned home. I was on a holiday instead. I came here with someone else.
Oh, really? You don't say. What a surprise. And who's that woman you're with? The one your mother saw in the room with you?
I've been cheating on you with her. It's true. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no shit. I figured that much out. So, how'd you two meet? Tell me the whole story. Don't make this harder on yourself.
Right, sorry. We met on a dating app. It all happened so fast and I wasn't thinking straight.
You got on a dating app despite having a wife? Some people have no shame, huh? God, I can't believe this. To think you'd also make up some shitty lie all to go on some holiday with her. You're unbelievable. Fuck you, John. You're subhuman trash. I don't even know who you are anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I know I hurt you, and I'm so sorry. I really regret doing this, okay? It was a mistake, and I wish I could take it back. Please.
Listen, if apologizing was enough, we wouldn't need the police or lawyers to prosecute your sorry ass. Don't think you're walking away from this scot-free.
Wait. Are you telling me that you want a divorce? Please, Kayla, don't say that. Hold up a minute. Don't do this. We can work this out, I promise.
Hold up. Now why the hell would I have to wait for a dirty cheater like you? You don't gotta tell me what to do anymore. I'm gonna have the two of you pay for all you've done. You'll regret ever meeting each other. But then again, I can't just beat you up and call it a day. I'm not going to stoop to your level. So I'll settle things with money since I'm feeling so generous. You're going to pay for the pain and suffering you've caused me.
I don't mind paying, but can you let the girl go? Please, I know I'm in no position to ask, but...
To think that you try and defend the person you cheated with. And to your wife, no less. You have no shame, John. Just how stupid can you get? Are you on some suicide run to see how much angrier you can get me? Do you want me to hate you even more? You know what? How about we do settle this with fist? Maybe that'll knock some sense into you.
That's not what I mean. Please, just listen. It's not that she doesn't want to pay. She can't. She's broke. She doesn't have a job or anything yet, so she can't pay for herself.
What the? Is she a college student or something? Hang on a minute. Just how old is this girl?
She just turned 20 the other month. She's in college, yeah.
I can't fucking believe you. You're disgusting. How could you even do something like this? You cheated on me with a college student? Are you serious?
Hey, there's no problem legally. She's already an adult. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. It's not illegal, so what's the big deal?
That's no justification for making moves on someone that young. You're a grown man, John, and you should know better than to prey on young women. Just how old do you think you are? You're acting like a teenager. I mean, dating's one thing, but you're married. Forget me. Don't go around ruining their lives just because you couldn't keep things in your pants.
Well, that's why I'm asking you not to demand consolation money from her. She can't afford it, and it's not fair to punish her for my mistakes. Don't you understand? I'm the one who messed up, not her.
You know damn well that I just can't do that. Consequences, John. She needs to learn that. Just because you're young, it doesn't mean your actions don't have consequences. She's old enough to know right from wrong. You should have been the one to think of that before you started things. You're the adult in this situation, and you should have known better. But the girl's well old enough to face what she's done. She's not a child, and she also needs to take responsibility for her choices.
I can't have her parents finding out about all this, okay? It would break their hearts, and I don't want to cause them any pain. So please, I'm begging you, let her go without demanding any money. I'll pay you whatever you want. Just leave her out of this.
Can't see the part where that's my problem. It's your mess, not mine. You're the only one who's going to be in trouble anyways. If anything, I'm sure hope they do find out and beat your cheating ass. Maybe then you'll learn your lesson. Because yeah, she's obviously not innocent, but you're the one responsible for leading on such a young girl.
Damn it! To think this all happened because I bumped into my mom here. Why of all places did they decide to come here? I mean, they always travel, but they rarely go to resorts, so why this one time? The odds of this happening are...
True. Your dad usually just busts out his RV and they usually call it a day. Apparently this time they saw about that resort on the TV and decided to stay there.
The TV? Oh, no.
Some traveling program featured it, and it looked really nice. It must have caught their eye.
I think I watched the same one, and then I just booked it without thinking.
You got influenced by the same show. What are the odds? Yeah, you sure are related. That's hilarious.
Hey, this isn't something to laugh about. There's no way it's coincidence that we just so happen to stay on the same day, too. The universe must be playing some kind of cruel joke on me.
Who knows? Maybe the universe is trying to tell you something. That you deserve all of this. Guess karma's a bitch, huh? You reap what you sow, John.
God damn it. I never thought I'd get caught like this.
No one ever does, John. Hey, switch back to your mom. I need to talk to her again.
Hey, it's me. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Hey, Mrs. Brown. Sorry to ask this of you, but can you keep them here for a bit until I get there? I need to confront John and his girlfriend face to face. Also, there's one more thing I'd like to ask of you, if that's all right. If you still got the phone, can you hand it over to John? I'm almost there and I'd like to speak with him one last time before I arrive.
It's me, John.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there soon. I'm just a few minutes away from the resort.
Wait, are you seriously coming here? But I told you it wasn't necessary.
Yep, I'm on a cab right now. I'm on my way to meet you, your parents, and your girlfriend. Your mom said they'd cover the whole fee, so I don't have to worry about the cost. How thoughtful of them. They're really looking out for me, aren't they?
What the hell are you planning? Why are you coming here?
Well, it's not every day we get to all be together like this, is it? It's a special occasion, don't you think? Let's have a little family reunion, shall we? I'd sure love to meet this young lady of yours, too. I'm sure she's lovely.
We can do that another day. This isn't the time or place for a family reunion. Are you really gonna ruin everyone's trip?
You really don't get it, do you? You're unbelievable, John. You've already ruined it, idiot. You lied, you cheated, and now you're trying to downplay the consequences of your actions. Plus, Mrs. Brown told me she already asked the girl for her parents' numbers, so...
What are you gonna do? Call her parents? No, you can't do that.
Of course! I'm going to invite them over to our little get-together. It's only fair that they know what their daughter has been up to. Then we'll finally have everyone. Though, I wish I could invite my parents over too to see the show, but they're too far, so... Oh well, they'll have to settle for hearing about it later. I'll call them when it's just the two of our families. It'll be a fun conversation, I'm sure.
Now hold on a minute, Kayla. This is going way too far. You're blowing this out of proportion. Calling her parents over, that's going way too far.
Exactly what part of that is going too far in comparison to what you've done? You're the one who went too far, John, not me. Besides, we need to make them come pick up their daughter, don't we? She's clearly not capable of making good decisions on her own. Come on, don't tell me you seriously intended to just stay the night and drive her home like how you got here. Your dad's gonna wreck you again.
I'm asking you not to drag her parents into this mess is what I'm telling you. This is a private matter and it should stay between us.
If the girl doesn't have the ability to pay for herself, naturally the responsibility falls on her parents. She's still a student, so she can't pay up, can she? She doesn't even have the means to compensate me for the pain and suffering she's caused. How do you expect her parents to understand the gravity of the situation without them being here with us?
Yeah, I get it, but are you really going to go this far? This is getting out of hand, Kayla.
If anything, they'd thank me for showing them who roped their beautiful daughter into this mess. So let's do just that, right? Show them the total scum that you are. Let them see the real you, the liar and the cheater. Your parents are eager to meet them too.
Her parents live far away because she moved for college. It's going to take at least 2 hours for them to get here. This is going to take all night.
Well, since I'm arriving in about 15 minutes, we're going to have to kill the time, won't we? A relaxing spa sounds about right. It'll be a nice way to de-stress before the storm. I mean, we are at a resort, right? We might as well take advantage of the amenities.
How could you be so nonchalant about this whole situation? This is a disaster, Kayla. We're gonna be up the whole night once their parents arrive. Are you fine with that? Don't think you can get a room so easily. The resort is probably fully booked.
Oh, it's fine, since I'm going to be staying in your room after all. It's the least you can do after everything you put me through. I'm expecting your parents to pick up the girl, and if they won't, I'll kick her out anyways. Whatever the case, it's my room now.
Don't you feel bad? This is going to be so hard on everyone involved, including the girl and her family.
Plus, worst case, there's your parents' RV. We can always cram everyone in there if we have to. Anything really works for me, so shut up already. So there's absolutely no problem whatsoever in us staying up all night about what you've done, okay?
Even so, all of this is just way too sudden. I need time to process everything that's happened. We can do this once we've all calmed down, right? There's no need to rush into this.
I don't give a damn about what you want. Besides, I'm plenty calm, thanks.
Please, I'm begging you to just let her off. She's young and naive, and she made a mistake. She's got a whole future ahead of her, and I don't want to ruin it for her. Please, Kayla, have some compassion.
You know, you've been talking as though you really care about her well-being, but it's obvious you just want to keep yourself safe. After all, the worse off she is, the worse off it reflects on you. You just don't want to be held responsible.
Oh, please, I just genuinely care for her. I don't want to see her get hurt or punished for my mistakes.
If you really did, you wouldn't have cheated with her to begin with. Your actions speak louder than your words, John. You've got this all wrong, you get that? You're trying to twist the narrative to make yourself look better, but it's not working. You're the one who roped her into this mess, not her. You're the adult, and you should have known better. Don't you dare forget that.
You're not here to see what's going on. You don't know how upset she is. She's almost up to tears because of how frightened you've made her. It's only natural, if not just, to want to get her out of this situation.
Oh, really now? You're really going to play the victim here?
Don't you have a shred of remorse? You're acting like this is all some big joke.
Oh, her crying won't nearly be enough to satisfy me. I want to see you suffer too, John. Gotta make you cry too, don't I? You deserve to feel the pain you've inflicted on me.
No. Please, Kayla, don't do this.
I'm in this to make you cry from the start. This is just the beginning, John. Oh, the situation's only going to get worse for you now. I mean, no shit, because of how you're acting. You're making this whole thing so much worse than it needs to be.
You're a fucking sociopath. You're enjoying this, aren't you?
It's a damn good thing you think that, because I really won't be pulling any punches. I'm going to make you pay for everything you've done to me. When I finally arrived, my ex-husband and the girl get begging me not to demand the money. I was getting pretty annoyed of their whining until my parents-in-law told them to shut the hell up. John didn't dare say a word afterwards. And since John wouldn't defend her any longer, the girl just kept crying and apologizing. Apparently, he couldn't even come up with any way to comfort someone so young. Then the girl's parents finally arrived too. After hearing the whole story, they apologized and promised to pay the money. The girl decided to go home along with her parents, but right until she left, she kept glaring at John. Though to be fair, even if you're young, if you're cheating, I think you aren't much better off anyways. Now that a couple of months have passed since our divorce, apparently John never visits his parents anymore. Whether he's ashamed or scared of being judged, he's one pathetic man. As for me, I spent a tiny bit of the consolation money and enjoyed myself a holiday at the resort. It felt great to wash away all that baggage.